Well, Heidi bloody ho, folks. Big C here.
Hello.
And the mama, of course.
Of course.
Now, I know that a lot of you people just want to know the goss on how do we organise this shit.
Oh.
And that's rather ironic because I don't organise it, she does.
Yes,
So
I do.
what we thought we'd do a video on our Big C and a Mama journey and just a little bit about the whole creation of it, but more so how the hell you actually plan. It's, what's it, 95 days?
I think it's 97 days this trip.
Yeah.
97 days,
So
yep.
how do you do that and where does it all start? Trace is an absolute research genius. She is just detail orientated, which is really handy because I'm not. And if you had to rely on my ass to get us anywhere, we probably would be nowhere.
Let me tell you, I don't even let him hold on to his own passport.
And I allow that because you know what? It's just if that what's make the if Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
That's it.
So anyway, we'll try and keep this a little bit of a reasonably short video, but it'll probably be about 10 minutes or so.
No, that's all right.
So the initial trip itself, we were planning a totally different trip.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
go on.
And her indoors here, how we ended up going to America was because we were going to go to Broome, Philippines, and to Thailand and do that for 3 months. And we were looking around in Thailand and Philippines. We were going, how the hell and where the hell are we going to go?
Where are we going to go?
for this
What are we
time?
going to do for this amount of time?
What did you actually Google from Bangkok?
So I'm a massive big fan of Skyscanner. If you haven't found, I regularly look up flights and flight costs and things. So I use Skyscanner to look up flights. And
I'm a big fan of Route 66.
Oh yeah,
And she's a Disney head.
Disney.
Carry
So one day I just happened to be looking at Skyscanner. We knew we were going to go to Thailand.
Yep.
We knew we were going to be in Bangkok. And I just thought, let me just have a look at some American flights. I might have got something on a Facebook group page about cheapish flights with Philippine Airlines. So I had a look and I found flights from Bangkok to San Francisco. They were also into New York, I think, for about $840 return. So I said to Cole, just found some flights there. He's like, book it, Daddo.
Yeah. Yep. Ignite the vehicle, start the car.
That's it.
So we then restructured our entire trip based
Yeah.
on one just random link.
Yeah.
She went, ooh. So for $850 from Thailand to San Fran return.
Yeah.
So, and that's
So I by the time I booked it, it wasn't $850. It was a little bit more than that. It was about $1,000 return. But that is, from Bangkok via Manila to San Francisco return. So we said, going up north, we'd spend $1,000 in fuel in no time.
well,
so,
it was 6,000 kilometres we were going to drive and we were going to drag a caravan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we didn't quite do all the sums on what it would cost for that, but it was going to be a shitload. So
anyway, once we'd made that decision, then we looked at dates. So I'm on long service leave as of all of term 4. So really I finished school on, I think it's about Friday the 26th. I think it's our wedding anniversary.
Oh, there you go.
I think it's our wedding
how many
anniversary.
years is that now?
It'll be 27 this year.
There you go.
27 years.
There you
So then...
Let me just explain long service for the Americans and #Canadians. Long service leave, initially you work for the same employer for 10 years, you get 3 months off, fully
13
paid.
weeks.
13 weeks,
Yep.
fully paid. And then with that, the second year, if you're still with the same employer, 7 years, then you get the same amount, but after 7 years, not 10 years. So this is Trace's second long service. We did the first one in 2018. So it's round 2. So she's going to be paid while we're away, which is handy because I'm a caravan man and I won't be making a cent. That's how it goes.
And we... So my long service leave actually fell due 2.5 years ago, but being a teacher, you've just got to work with what the school system is and when you can actually afford to take the time off. So it's never ideal to be a teacher and taking leave, but
it happens.
We do what we have to do. So anyway, once we decided that, then we started looking at dates and we started looking. So this is what I do. And this is what I do for all of our big trips. So
Ta-da.
I print out the months that we're looking to be away and I create this, you can see, well folded, well used, well
used.
tatty,
Well
well tatty. And then we start looking at dates, and I start looking at airfares and how long do we want to be somewhere and where do we want to go. So that's what we've done, and there's been so many different permutations of this.
It's written in pencil.
It is
for a very good reason.
And where you see the pen, that's a raisable pen, which is a teacher's best friend, actually, let me tell you. So that's where we start. And Colin and I sit down and we say, where do we want to go? What do we want to do? And we start having a look, and we sort of pencil in things. So
I like to wing it a bit. She's the queen of detail. She gets anxiety if it's not locked into the minute almost.
I'm having a cold sweat just thinking about winging it.
But with me, I'll go, you know what, let's just go here, and here.
Yeah.
You want to do that, and that. Let's just suck it and see with the rest.
Yeah.
Of course, that can end up costing you. Sometimes it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Like short term, you just ring around and go, what have you got?
Yeah.
But sometimes it'll cost you more because you've failed to plan, so you plan to fail.
Yeah. I mean, we have done that before when we crossed the Canadian Rockies on our last trip.
Yeah, we did.
And we were, the day we were driving to somewhere, and we said, well, I think Golden and Hope were a couple of places. And while we were driving, I just got on the internet and booked a hotel. One we just walked into. Yeah.
We also did a week through Texas last time, and that was basically the same. We started in Houston, and then we ended up, we did all sorts of stuff driving through Texas, and that didn't take us out of the game. It was fine. It was good.
So this is basically what I do. I do it over a period of time. I don't sit down and book everything at the same time because that would send my bank account into it would have a conniption. So I start booking bits and pieces. So I booked our flights from Perth. We decided we're going to Krabi, so I booked those Krabi flights, and then I booked the Bangkok flights. And they were the main things. They were the first things we booked. And then we started looking at other things. So other things like hotel accommodation. Now this what I do with our flights. I go onto Skyscanner, but I don't book through Skyscanner. I book through the airline's website.
And why do you do that, baby?
Well, because if shit
hits a fan,
if anything
you're dealing
happens,
with one person.
you're dealing with the airline. So that's what I choose to do. Sometimes that's a little bit more expensive. You can go through third-party places, but that fills me with a little bit of anxiety.
And to be honest, we've had mates that have actually been stumbled up with this whole third-party bullshit. So it's worth spending that little bit of extra dosh and covering yourself that way.
So the other thing with the hotel, so we sort of plan out, so we're going to Disney in Anaheim, and we're going to Disney World and Animal Kingdom when we go into Orlando. So here's the big deal for me. We've been Christmas Day to Disneyland, where you literally could not move. You're shoulder to shoulder with everyone. No, I don't like that. So for me, one of the first things I did was I had a look at the Disney calendars, the crowd calendars, and said, these are quieter times, these are quieter times. And I penciled in those Disney parts of the trip. And then I start looking at accommodation. And I do a massive amount of Google researches on places. I look at reviews. And then Agoda is my go-to booking site for accommodation. I, touch wood, have never had any issues with Agoda. I like to book refundable fares, accommodation. So if anything happens, we can change. And we actually had a situation yesterday where we made a change. But this is the thing I like to do in Agoda. I search, and then I put things in my cart.
Oh, this is a great trick.
I put things in my cart in Agoda. And then in a couple of days, I'll go back online and I'll look at the prices on TripAdvisor. So TripAdvisor, if you put in your dates and your hotel, it'll give you all the booking sites, or, 10, 15 booking sites with all their different prices. I'll click on Agoda, and it'll be $8 a night cheaper. It'll be $12 a night cheaper, and it will progressively get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper.
So if you're not locked into booking it straight away, that's a great way to get a discount.
And I do things. along the line, I go, okay, so this weekend I'm going to book this hotel. This weekend I'm going to book this hotel. I've also just recently booked our hire cars. Now, I booked all of our hire cars through Hertz. And the reason why I booked through Hertz is because if you sign up, you become a Gold Plus member. So that's what Cole is, a Gold Plus member.
Gold Plus.
You get, because he's with RAC, he gets a 15% discount, on that as well. And so you get all your...
What about that Bank West card as well?
Yeah, you get all your insurance with that. But here's the other thing with Hertz. You get free additional driver. So... Most other companies that you go through to include an additional driver on your hire car rental is about an extra $30 a day. Now we're going to be hiring a car for, you know, a lot of this trip. So yeah, that does add up. Look, we were put onto this by Dione.
The king of bedroom cam bloody queen.
I'm not going to show you this because it's got my number, but this is a Bankwest More credit card. Dione put us onto this. The thing with when we travel overseas, and Cole doesn't have a credit card. I don't have a credit card. That's now the only credit card we have. But when you travel overseas, especially America, if something happens and you need fast access to a bit of money, like Bali,
and a chunk of money,
like if you're in Bali, you know, you need a credit card. Now, this credit card here that Dione told us about, the reason why I went and got one of these is because you get 10 free lounge visits on that credit card. So
lounge visits at airports.
Airport lounge.
That's international
visits.
And some domestics too, isn't it?
It is the range of lounges that you can book is crazy. I just booked last weekend, I think when we fly out of Bangkok, I've already booked a lounge there, which is, you know, your food, your drinks, your coffee, your tea, your internet, and you're just sitting there relaxing.
And it's just somewhere comfortable.
Yeah.
And your bags are safe. It's
So this credit card, it actually costs you $270 a year, but a lounge pass is worth probably
30, is it?
Well, I think they're more. I think they're about $60 each.
Yeah.
So if you think of that in terms of that, really, really good.
So you got $600 worth of value just in that alone.
Yeah. It does have other benefits. I haven't found a lot of them.
Was it upgrades with the hire cars as well?
Look, I've read that there is upgrade to the next level, but we've got pretty much the top level of car. I just booked it. So this is the other thing that we have. Now, when we went to America last time, we had some Citibank, which were free international transaction. Look, I know people talk about the Wise cards. Look, I'm sorry, transferring money and changing money.
Not a fan.
And if you withdraw over $350, you know, you've got to pay fees. And I just read on Facebook the other day, one lady in Bali, she took 2 lots of $300 out and she got something like $37 fees on each transaction. Yeah. No. So we have these cards. I'm not going to show you that, but it's Suncorp. Suncorp, we have free international ATM, free foreign transaction, no fees on foreign transaction. Now, the beautiful thing about this, because when we went to America last time, we actually got all of our cards, our debit cards were blocked. All of them were blocked. I had 3, Cole had 2, they were all blocked because what happens when you use them somewhere, someone gets something, you know,
we
get
don't
your
know
details.
if it was through ATMs or, I mean, that's why we've got these now as well. No.
Yeah.
But these RFID things, so someone can't come up and go blip
swipe
up on your ass pocket and
but
get
what
your
the banks do, if I think someone had tried to use them at a vending machine or something, so they'd put a block on it. So we're like, what the hell? So when Citibank was bought by NAB, we actually got replacement cards. So I have 3 NAB cards that are foreign transaction. I don't think you can get them unless you're a Citibank. Cole's got 1 or 2. And then the Suncorp, I have 3. Cole has 2. We mainly use those. Well, Cole only uses his when he goes away.
Yeah.
I also use one of mine just to book my trips on, just to book my accommodation, just to book my hire cars, so I can just go into that one account and go, oh,
that's where it was.
That's everything that I've purchased is all there. So I have all those
all
receipts.
of this too. You've spreadsheeted this as you've gone. You've added to a spreadsheet.
Yeah,
it's not just as simple as this.
No.
The detail that Trace goes to is quite significant.
So I have this Word document, and it's date range, and this is the hotel. This is where I've booked. This is the booking number. This is the card that I've paid through. This is the hire card. This is what time we're picking it up. And I'm going to tell you this trip, incredibly, ChatGPT has been phenomenal.
And dear old Grokky.
Yeah, so ChatGPT and Grok I use a lot as well, AI. And so I might say, so this part of the trip, I might say, we're leaving San Francisco on this date. We want to be in wherever, Anaheim on this date. Suggest a road trip. These are our interests. We don't want to do brunch or museums or churches.
Or wineries.
And no offence to anyone who wants to do that. That's lovely, but that's just not our thing.
We'd rather look at a nice bridge by a river. That's a sweet looking bridge right there.
We actually would. Yeah, we like to drive around the little podunks and see how tall the grass is.
What
and
AI
that
will
sort of
generate for you. And then what we do is we look at that and we suck it and see. We go, oh, geez, I like that.
Yeah.
And some of the shit that you'll come up with that you're not going to find on the internet just randomly searching.
Yeah. And we have said things like, I don't want to travel more than 300 kilometres in a day. I only want to stay at a place, I know I'm limiting myself, $150 Australian per night.
Budget.
Absolutely budget. And let me tell you, we just booked a place that we booked it online directly through them because I couldn't book it on their website because they had a 2-night minimum and we only wanted to stay one night there. Well, that cost $174 Australian.
And get this, it's not even a building.
No.
It's a surprise. It's not a building.
It's a surprise.
You'll love it when you see it.
But the majority of other places, so when we were looking at Orlando, so I was looking at this hotel and I think it was about $130 a night. I'm like, oh, that's okay. That's pretty good. And then I kept going, kept looking, get that little Agoda thing. I think I paid $87 a night in the end. I'm like, that's okay. I don't think I'll get it cheaper.
These people that pay $250, what do we say about that?
Oh, no.
Who pays that? Who pays that?
We don't pay that. We're going away for 97 days. We can't afford that.
We're even considering sleeping in the back of the truck at one place.
We were. Because we can't afford that and then also go to all the Texas barbecues and the all-you-can-eat
buffets. We found a sweet joint. My favourite thing that I'm going to go to, it's called the Tipsy Cow, and that's in New Braunfels. And that's an ice creamery that sells ice cream with piss in it.
Yeah, alcohol.
Start the car. I can't wait.
Anyway, so that's
a bit of a broad idea.
That's where we are. That's
so you've got to
what
have one that's excited and got some ideas, and then you've got to have one that's got great research skills and some organisation skills. Because if you don't have that within the arrangement, no one's going anywhere. So. Anyway, look, this is long enough already. That's just some of the shit we're going to do. The only thing you've got to do at this stage, come along for the ride.
Yeah, come on with this.
Come on down, y'all. Come on down.
It's going to be pretty fabulous,
and
actually. We're going to love it.
Not only America, so we've got Thailand, we've got America, then we've also got Bali as well.
Couple of days in Bali.
And we know a fair bit of shit about a good few of these places. So it's going to be fun. If there's something that you want us to have a look at, if it's along the journey and it's something of interest that you've seen or that you could give us a tip on, we would absolutely love that because we're open to suggestions.
And we do find those random things when I'm ChatGPTing things and they'll say, oh, why don't you go and have a look here? Why don't you go and look? That's on the list.
And the trick is to record those. So we have another page, just her and I, and we just drop links to that. So
we do.
You sort of you have all these little research bits. So there you go. Anyway, that's just
like
a little bit of the
all-you-can-eat KFC buffet.
Oh,
that we just found.
Last time I went to KFC buffet was up near what's it called?
Winslow, Arizona.
Whitford. Up near Whitford.
Yeah.
Whitford City up there, and it was like 30 years ago. I say, no, I need to piss my dacks.
This is in, I can't remember where it is, but we're going to an all-you-can-eat buffet. We're just making a trip.
We'll take you along. All right, anyway, there's
Thanks,
a big
everyone.
seat. That's the Mumma, and come along for the ride.
Bye.
Cheers.